Alrighty, what is up everybody? My name's Chance. Today we're going to be diving into, it says Esper, but realistically it's an Orzhov Control deck based off Professor Onyx, and our goal today is to just, sometimes I'm like, man, what is the goal of your deck? To make my life miserable? Yes. Yes is the answer to that today. It's nowhere to run, or, nowhere to hide, because we're essentially going to be able to target, destroy, exile, everything. Now we don't have any counter magic, but y'all know how I feel about counter magic, so it's fine. It's perfectly fine. A couple cool key pieces here, because of course we're playing a Yorion deck that's made by yours truly, so there's going to be a ton of different cards to this deck. Consistency? Anyways, we have Peer into the Abyss. We have Underworld Dreams, so that's a fun little combo to win with. We have a Yugen, fun card to win with. We have Professor Onyx. Hey, what you doing, Yugen? Get back here. We have stuff like a Mirius Call, right? We have Furgus. I don't know if I'm saying that right. We have Retribution, the saga that creates a 4/4. Angels you control destroy target creature with power less than, and then angels you control gain double strike, which doesn't seem like a whole lot on its own, but given we have a Yorion, you can always bounce this, and you have two 4/4s, and they destroy stuff, then they gain double strike, and it can be a great way to win. We do have things like Baneslayer as well, which is, all on its own. It's got a lot of stuff there. And so yeah, we have a lot of different win routes in the deck, and the goal today is, like I said, make the opponent's life hell. So we have Duress, Cling to Dust, Blood Chiefs, Lemonade, Heartless, Voice Cracks out the wazoo. That's what happens when you spend all day talking, and then you wake up and you're like, hey, my job is to talk. Heartless Act, Valky. Which Valky, we do have the Triomes over here, so we can actually cast down Tibalt as well, so I guess you could kind of say it's Splash, Mardu, very teeny tiny, but again, you could kind of say it's Splash Blue, so you could say it's 4-color, sorta. Not really, we don't play any blue mana, but you get what I'm saying. Anyways, it's fun, it's lovely. Sideboard does contain Legion Angel, because we have a Legion Angel on the main board, which if you're playing an 80 card deck and you're somewhere within the white mana sphere, I find it so very hard to not use one of those 80 cards as a Legion Angel. Whether you're control, aggro, I mean, generally if you're playing 80 cards you should be control, but one slot within your deck in order to potentially have access to 4 creatures, it just sounds good. And especially since it's an enter the battlefield effect, so Yorion, you can always recast it off the same angel, which is nice. Anyways, that's going to do it for the deck tech breakdown. There's a lot to it, so I'm not going to bore your ear off with this and this and that and that, Also, my voice is clearly going out, so, whatever. We'll just reminisce on that. Hope you all enjoyed the match today. But, I say match, it was one singular long drawn out match, but it was a fun one, and so I hope you enjoy. If so, please be sure to leave a like down below, comment in the comment section, and of course subscribe if you want to see more awesome content from yours truly. Without further ado, let's dive into the magic. Alrighty, Chasine? Yeah, good enough, close enough. I'm gonna keep this a little risky, I think, because we only have 3 lands in hand, but if we can get there, we can get there. Well, that's all that really matters. Well, it's rogues. I think we can go ahead and drop the Undo, because we could draw into a Plains or a Swamp, and then our Snarl can come down untapped. Vanishing Burst, great way to get rid of Rune Crab, as long as they don't have the mana to counter it, which, again, we're looking for that untap. Nope. Didn't find it. That's alright. We can still use Vanishing Burst, or we could use Valky. It's just going to be a little harder now, a little more difficult, because they definitely have the counter magic up and available, or not. Or not. Fine by me. Now, Extinction Event at 4 mana does get rid of all of it, but would it be too late by then? But would it be too late? It's next turn. I think we can play a Valky. have that extinction event come down and take out Odd. So they don't have any counter magic. They do have a Heartless Act, but more than likely what will end up happening is next turn their Heartless Act will go to my Valky. And that'll be fun, because then we'll turn around an extinction event, get rid of all their creatures. They'll probably draw lots of cards there soon after, because we do have 8 in graveyard, right? Right. Okay. Thank goodness we're playing a Yuri on deck. I got 82 cards. Alrighty. That's fine. We could have brought that back with a ECD action, but yeah, you know, whatever. We'll let them have it. Not that we could stop it, but alrighty. So now we play planes. Extinction. Odd. Goodbye. They can restock here with the Into the Story. That looks like that's going to be their plan. Is no? What are you doing, you actual clown? They could save mana for our turn and cast the Into the Story, or you can cast down a Merfolk Windrobber. Sure. Sure. Now we do have the mana for the Baneslayer here. Certainly a solid one. We have 16 cards in our graveyard. Let's see. Exile. That'd be 1 down to 15, 5 down to 10, down to 9. So even if I double cast Cling, I can't get down below 8. So let them know we're thinking. Right, because that's 1, 5, 6. So you got 7 total. Yeah, which puts me at 9. Alright, well, let's just go for the Baneslayer. And hope they don't either have the removal or they plan on drawing, you know what I mean? They have one card that we don't know what it is, basically. And as long as Baneslayer isn't affected by that one singular card, we should be fine. At some point, I would love to get down Professor Onyx, but it's more of a wish than a absolutely has to happen kind of thing. I think as long as we can stay as in control as possible in this game, we'll be alright. But that Into the Story is really what's worrying me here. They can cast that and then still have mana left over for other stuff. Or just have a Drown in the Lock available. Yeah, you know, sometimes I like to get super lucky too. Not today or yesterday. But some days. Some days. Now they're completely defenseless, so, you know, hold pants down kind of thing. Just get rid of you. They are pretty beat downish, huh? You don't have any mana available, so it's either sacrifice a Merfolk or get on with your fucking turn, right? So, we'll move the Yorion over. We'll have Cling to the Dust ready to go. We can gain life this way. We can also... I mean, we could work on Exile in our own graveyard. And we might. We might actually. Do I want to toss this down as a land? I think so. As much as I would love the idea of getting down Emiria's Call, it puts us to 6, which is the Professor Onyx. Y'all know my feelings on that one. So, yeah, back to you, Jim. Or Chasine. It's kind of like Jim. Now, what do we have over here? We have a Sedgemoor. We have a Valky. We have a Baneslayer. Alright, so yeah, I could exile a creature from my graveyard, because even if I hit an ECD, I have options. I do have options. Alrighty. Show me what you got. Actually, I lied. I don't know what I'm talking about. I have to cling to dust. They're clinging to dust before I do anything, you know? If that Lotus goes down, we cling to dust their Thieves Guild. And they can't cling to dust because they don't have enough mana, so la-dee-da. Boop. That gives us the life gain we wanted. Next turn on our turn, we can cling to dust, they're clinging to dust. We'd only have 2 mana left there afterwards. Not fantastic. Vanishing Verse, not going to be great here because it can't get rid of the Ludus, but that's, you know, it's neither here nor there. Cling to dust, oh, we'd have 3 left over. Not that it matters. They have 1 mana. I mean, I can just drop a Professor Onyx -3, and she would live through the Merfolk Wind Robber. And just let them have our Cling to Dust. Like, if they want to spend 4 mana and exile cards from their own graveyard, and then only have 3 mana left over, sure. Alrighty. Do you want to sacrifice the Wind Robber or not, Justine? It's that simple. It's that simple. Alright, so we'll get rid of Lotus. Again, she still has 2 loyalty, so as long as they don't play down... That seems a little silly. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. Maybe they were looking for another Thieves Guild, but I mean, there's 2 already, so like, I don't know. I think I would have kept the creature. That's all that I'm saying. I think I would have kept my Merfolk Wind Robber. Either way, we do have a Yorion, which could be useful. I'm a little worried that they might use their Cling to Dust to hit my Cling to Dust, but, you know, again, I'll walk on eggshells all day if that's what it takes. Professor Onyx, what do you do? Lose a life, top 3? Sorry, I'm not gonna lie, whenever I go to play Professor Onyx, it's oh, okay, sure. It's mostly the passive that I like. So now, are you actually going to play anything, or is this just a Drown in the Lock waiting tab? It's a Drown in the Lock. It's so we do have ECD, which could take care of Lotus permanently. I'm going to go ahead and activate the Professor Onyx, because maybe we can bait out whatever counter magic they have, because I really think they have counter magic here. Clinging to Dust leaves us with 3, which isn't enough for anything. Vanishing Verse, one of the only bits of removal I actually don't need right now. Shadow's Verdict is really, really good. Well, hell, it only hits 2 creatures, right? But I could take this... Play the ECD. Do I want to play ECD over this, though? Oh, wait a minute. We have a Duress here. So it's between it... No, we have to do the Duress. I like the idea of the Shadow's Verdict. They only have 2 creatures, and as far as efficiency goes, I think it just takes too much. You know what I mean? Because we'd have to do one turn, and 1 the next turn, and... Well, when you're up against rogues, you don't have all the time in the world, so being efficient with your dealings is important. So we play the Duress, because they either have to counter the Duress, or we take their counterspell with the Duress. Unless they have 2 counterspells, in which case they say, fine, Duress me, take a counterspell, you still can't do what you were going to do. So, we'll see. I think they counter the Duress. Because at least if you counter the Duress, I don't get the knowledge. Oh, you didn't counter the Duress. They also don't have any counter magic in general, right? This is just going to be a Soaring Thought Thief. So, 5 mana, and then I'm left with 1, which doesn't really do anything for me here. I think I get rid of the Of One Mind, And then I can play around Mystical Dispute, but Of One Mind helps to restock them. This gets rid of the looters, which is fantastic. Play the Soaring all day if you wanna. All day long. I do not care. Yeah. Yep. Now they have to focus on the Professor Onyx at least a little bit because she's a great way to keep us healthy and to eventually take them out. Ooh, did that go straight into attack phase? Like, did they only have Mystical Dispute and then maybe some other kind of instant speed spell, which isn't actually Drown in the Lock, which that'd be kind of nice. So they're going all in on the Professor Onyx. No? Yeah. Fine by me. We have the ECD to bring it right back. Which, you know, obviously is my plan. Although, do we happen to have... No? No. Alright, well, we'll probably bring back Professor Onyx. We have some big creatures as well, I suppose, but I was looking for another Yugen. I know they had exiled that one earlier, but yeah, no. They're gonna cast their Cling to Dust before that happens? That would be smart. No, they just let it happen. Okay. So 6 mana for their Cling to Dust now. Their Mystical obviously cost a lot, unless it's going to counter my Yorion. Sonorion, Boreon, Yorion. How much do you have to? You have to pay 3. So if I cast this, we don't have enough. Where are all my lands? Let's go for the Birth then. Birth, and I still have mana for Cling to Dust. We won't get to re-enter the Elspeth's, you know, Conquering the Nightmare stuff, but that's all right. There's my other land. Never didn't have it. Now, if I go for a Cling to Dust, they just use their Cling to Dust. I can't Cling to Dust their Cling to Dust. Right? Right. Alright. Well, I think we pass it on like this. We have this instant speed, we have Vanishing Verse instant speed, which again, not hitting the Soaring, but if they happen to draw into something like a... I don't know, another Thieves Guild or a Rune Crab, then we can try and take that out. So, hey now, what you doing? We should do it immediately. Don't give them any hope. I feel like part of this deck, the beauty of it, is to stomp out any and all desire to play from the opponent, right? Right. So now, 6 mana to cast their Cling to Dust. If they really want it. Could go for some card draw here. Sucks that they have flyers, otherwise that 0/4 wall would be a little more enticing. I know we have more Cling to Dust in deck, or at least, you know, at one point we did. At a full deck we do. So we're going to take a little bit more here. That's beautiful. Actually, that is beautiful. Alrighty. So we happen to hit a second Cling to Dust, or rather they happen to hit a second Cling to Dust for us. So we'll target their Cling to Dust. They'll use their Cling to Dust. Then I'll Cling to Dust their Cling to Dust after they get done clinging to the dust. Right? Come on. Not that hard. Select, 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 select. They probably blah 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 blah. They probably go for card draw here. Indeed they do. Could just have Baneslayer come back, but I like Professor Onyx a little bit better. Oh, and you come back with additional loyalty. How beautiful. Now we know they have the Mystical Dispute. We can pay for it, but we know they have it. Do I just go for the Hogger off the Ripperoonie? Try and get rid of all their creatures, you know? We actually only have 2 sources of black mana? What is this? Oh. Alright, well I want to get rid of their Cling to Dust. Well hell, they can't really use it anyway, so that's not a big factor. Alright, we -3 on the Professor. They'll take out Wind Robber. Now, do Hagra? Yeah, I mean I think so. Just for sake of easiness and all that kind of stuff. It gains this life, loses them a little bit, deals with the creature in the sky. We did already take out their Lurrus, so we don't have to worry too much about that. They can't Cling to Dust still, I don't think. Alright, because they have to exile 5 of their cards, and well, they only have 4 with this. So, maybe they could play a spell and then Cling to Dust, but... ah. Alright, yeah. Just when you like start to get the upper end, I'm almost there. No, okay. Cool beans. Timely. Very, very fucking timely of you. Just seen. God damn. Alright, Wind Robber. It's nice to know though that they're running on luck and good faith at this point, right? Right. I'll answer that question. Right. Correctamundo is the answer. Alright, so we can use Professor Onyx and then I can re-enter her with the Yorion. I mean, yeah, even if they cling to, or yeah, even if they do, what's it called? But they do have enough for Cling to Dust now. Not that I really give a fuck. Because even with this, I still have enough for that, so. Alright, sure. Ooh. A bit of another Professor Onyx into my hand. Or an Eliminate, which deals with Crab. Now, I really don't want to put this Professor Onyx in the graveyard. How many cards do we have in the graveyard? 30, or library, whatever. We have 33. If I take Eliminate, we might can bait out some kind of counter magic here. Try and take out the Rune Crab. Yeah, honestly, I think that's the play. We don't need another Professor Onyx. We already have one. Silly goose. You silly, silly goose. This will also deal 2, heal 2. Nothing wrong with that. That's like, you know, 2 mana to get in with the free lifelinker, kinda. Kinda, sorta. Can't play Yorion, because they can counter that easy. I can play a Cling to Dust. So they don't have... oh, no. They do have enough mana. Oh, that's fine. Oh, I had a timeout. Oh, whew. Didn't realize that. Now, they can cling to dust the same card that I'm clinging to dust, right? They choose not to. Wow. That's super surprised there. I don't know why they wouldn't, but sure, whatever. Ah, they have a soaring. They want to take out... Oh, they have twos. What? Okay. Sure. Sure. So that would still leave them having to swing 2 at Professor Onyx, yeah. That's fine. That is fine. Whoa. Actually, I wanted to look at my cards over here. Let's see. Doomscar 1, Doomscar 2. Shadow's Verdict 1. Is that it? No. 1, 2, 3. What do I have over here? 1, 2. Ooh, that doesn't look good for us. Okay. I don't really care about them drawing a card, honestly. Let it happen. Let it happen. Think we gotta go for the cling to dust. But we'll do it on their turn. Another soaring. What? That's a thing that happens. Huh? Huh? Sure. Sure. Alright, whatever. Force my hand. Okay. Oh, I timed out. Oh, that's fun. That is fun. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh me, oh me, oh me, oh my. I guess we're the ones now hoping we get lucky, which is funny. A little ironic. Yes, beautiful. B-E-A-U-T-ful. Happy you could find that into the story. Nothing like a good game of Magic, huh? I'm not only being half sarcastic, by the way. This game was fun up until the point where you just start getting railroaded with just lands. I mean, when I can call the fucking future, I can call the fucking future, ladies and gentlemen. And yes, I can call the fucking future, obviously. If that wasn't apparent by now. Either that or Magic is like an absolute just great listener. You know what I mean? Our only option at this point is to exile creatures from graveyards, which is like, you know, great place to be, for sure. Actually, we can't even do that. This is GG. Wow. Alrighty. Well, that was... I almost said fun, but, you know, 26 minutes to play against the Rogues that ended up winning in the end thanks to an end to the story. Yeah, no, it wasn't fun. It wasn't fun. But you know, there's a match. If y'all enjoyed, I hope you enjoyed. Please be sure to leave a like down below, comment in the comment section, subscribe for more awesome content for yours truly, and for whatever. My voice is going out this morning, so I'm a little sorry about that one. Thanks everybody for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.